Hello, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. I thought we could take a look at this Better Homes and Gardens from October of 1960. So just something fun. There's a cute little baby with big blue eyes on the cover. And it says, Ideas in Action about everything that hits home. The debutante Dutch bulbs make your best room better, and travel the Civil War 100 years later. All right. Look at this like lilac colored room. That's kind of interesting. I don't hate that. I don't like the drop ceiling at all, but the color of the walls is kind of interesting. Armstrong announces Centennial Cushion Tone, 3 ceilings that introduce colorful new designs and soak up noise. I don't know what people were doing in their homes. These might be too loud, I think. Clinking on the thing. In the 60s, 50s really, because this is the 60s, but that was so loud because everybody was putting these drop ceilings in. And like, why? I've been to houses that have these just right below the, regular plaster ceiling. I don't know what they were doing. Here's Autumn Leaves and Tahiti. I don't know if I've ever seen a drop ceiling with a design pattern like that, other than just like white. I hate drop ceilings. Any 5 for $3.98. Is this Columbia House? No, this is like RCA Victor Popular Album Club. I was looking for an ad like this when I did that Columbia House video about a month ago. But here's one. So you pick your albums, and then you're probably part of the club. Yeah, I did a whole video about Columbia House records and tapes because I ordered CDs from there when I was younger. When handbags come undone, repair them with Weldwood contact cement. Bonds instantly on contact. Hey, that's kind of cool. I've had this sounded before. Give the gift of carefree beauty. This Shasta, that's exactly what I had growing up in our house. Yep. Shasta by Oneida. Lily. I like Lily. I've seen that before. It's pretty. It has these little lilies on there. Yeah. That's pretty. Dishwasher. Look, isn't all the laundry detergent? So they made like a dishwasher detergent for a while. I didn't know that. Look at this rug cleaner and floor polisher. I wonder, it's probably weighed a ton too. I don't know. It's news to me. What is this about? Look at this thing. Holders that mounts on the wall make shoe polishing a pleasure. So you put this holder on, put your shoe in there, and then you can polish it. I remember my dad, he worked in an office where he had to wear nice shoes. And on Sundays, it may have been Saturdays because we would have gone to church Sunday, but he would always have me, I volunteered, like this was a job I wanted, was to polish his shoes. And you'd put the black and brown shoe polish all over them and let it sit, and then wipe it off, and then you'd buff it all out. I loved that. If I can find a shoe polish kit and a pair of shoes, I will do a shoe polishing video because I haven't done that since forever. Like, people just don't polish shoes anymore. It used to be like everybody was polishing their shoes all the time. Everything you need for pebble painting. I remember this. Yeah, you'd put different glue down and then put the pebbles of that color all in there. and it would be like a painting. It was like paint by number, but with pebbles. Do they still make these? That could be fun to do too. So many good ideas already. You'll be using the same brilliantly colored stones found in aquarium supply stores. I could just get those and make something. Just glue stones to the guided out lines. But we can make whatever we want using colors indicated. Each kit comes with its own finished frame. I might have to do this. I'll have to remember. How long will I remember that? Probably not. What is this? Protect your prized possession with an automotive type lock that can be slipped onto a 2 or 3 pronged power cord. Prevents curious children from being injured by power tools. Oh gosh, what is this? Pre-moistened disposable towelettes are wonderfully handy for a mother, especially when away from home with babies. So this was before the dawn of, wet ones. Also a plus, they are dampened with lotion to ward off odor, fight germs, and help prevent diaper rash. Unexcelled chemical core, baby bottom bath. So that's like the very first wet one. Interesting. Ooh, look at this. I love mid-century furniture. It's all I have in my house, pretty much. This chair, I think I have pretty much this chair. No more bending or stretching for those hard-to-get areas on floors or walls with this dust mop. Oh, the kitty cat. That's a pretty kitty. It's like a Siamese. Give your floors the shine with 9 lives. What is this? The happy knack of planning a Halloween party. I was hoping there'd be some Halloween content. Is to use new and unusual decorations. I agree with that. The fiberglass figures glow when used over a small electric bulb or flashlight. Eliminates any fire hazard. They're like a fiberglass jack-o'-lantern and kitty cat. I don't know, whenever we have like a Halloween party, and if I know who's coming, I always make like, paper cutout gravestones with the person's name and then like how they died, and it's usually like funny, like it has to do with what they did in life, like I don't know, like if you had like an artist, it would be like, Joe Blow died by I don't know, drowned in oil paint. That's not a good one. They'd be funnier than that. I'd work on them harder. So I'd do that, and then we'd usually like replace all our artwork with like spooky artwork, so it's all like unique handmade stuff. I think that's more fun, and if you can do individualized, that's fun. Anyway, strata hush tones, sound quieting ceilings. Look, like what were you guys doing? That was so loud. I'd never think about, well, I guess that's not true because I film, but very rarely do I think about whether or not there's noise in my house. Cold Scuttle holds 3 full trays of ice cubes for party use. So it's like an ice bucket, but they keep them in trays? I don't know, whatever. Doggone comfort for the canine crowd. So it's like a clothesline, and you hook your doggie's little leash to it so he can run up and down the clothesline. Okay, fair enough. So if you're in the city. This is just like a case to put your telephone book in underneath your phone. And then a breakfast in bed tray. I have a whole set of these. Not that I really use them for that. I should just get rid of them, I guess. I don't use them at all. Yeah, here's like what do they call this style? Like old American, or not old American. What's the word I'm looking for? Something American. Americana. I don't know. Anyway, I swear my husband's family had this exact furniture when we did the estate sale recently. He's stoking the fire. Look, they have individual chairs instead of a sofa. She's sitting there knitting or something. October gardening where you live. Northeast and Midwest gardening. Yeah, I noticed. I think this magazine came from New Jersey. It says, oh no, Indiana. Oh, it's New Jersey Street in Indiana, Indianapolis. I have no idea where I got it. Probably an estate sale. Winter flowers among the wonders of the New World that amazed the pilgrims were the shrubs that bloomed from Thanksgiving to Christmas. I don't have any of those. Miro. It's purple. That purple must have been the in color that year because we saw the purple wall. I don't know what to do. My garden, I'm not a very good gardener. I try. What is this? Young thespians and miniature engineers, a Shangri-La for the young folks, well-equipped stage to exercise talents and pull out bass for boys who like trains. Wow. They built, so this is inside a room, and they built this stage with a curtain and a door that comes in from the side, and then you can pull out this drawer and it's trains and stuff. I mean, that is encouraging you to use your imagination. I remember though as a kid, like we used to always pretend like we had an old tape recorder, cassette tape recorder with a microphone on it, and we'd do like radio shows where like our neighbor Jeff was always the host, and then he'd interview us and we'd pretend to be like different things. I don't know. And then we'd all listen back and it was so funny. We were so funny. Probably not. Ooh, this is kind of a cool little image, isn't it? First word for window beauty. Can you imagine having a room where you have floor to ceiling windows and floor to ceiling windows? Oh my gosh. I'd like get rid of all these curtains so I could just have the windows. Now I guess for at night you want, because you'd feel like everybody's watching you. Everybody. I think even if I were out in the middle of the woods in the middle of nowhere, I would still feel like somebody's watching me. Even though I've I don't know. Did you ever see the movie? Oh, what was it called? I think it was called Hush. And there's a girl who's deaf, but she lives in this house with all these windows out in the woods. And spooky. It's scary. The funny thing is, that movie was kind of freaking me out. And I only watched half of it, and then I had to pick my sons up from something they were at, and so I turned it off and picked them up, and I never finished that movie, so I don't know what happens, but maybe I will tonight. The Luxury of Crane. Look, she's got a chair and that's her sink. Literally she can sit at her sink. Where's the plumbing? It must go straight down. I mean, you'd think her knees would hit the plumbing. I think this image isn't possible. Maybe. She's really enjoying that towel. It's new. It's licking good. All the meat is beef because I think Pard got in trouble for having horse before that. In new Pard. No horse at all. Do not test it. Step into the golden age of vinyl floors. This looks like a countertop, but I guess it was a floor. I could see this, I guess, in a, in her bathroom. She'd probably have this. Armstrong vinyl floors. Oh, there's a princess phone. I had a pink princess phone. I mean, as an adult, not as a kid. Although we probably had one of these. I don't remember. Wow. Is this supposed to be their house? It almost looks like a you know, when you go to like a national park and they have a one of the old buildings that they've taken good care of. I love those buildings. And they have the huge windows. That's what it makes me think of. What does this say? Concrete shell roof of this striking home in Parker, Colorado gives dramatic evidence of countless new effects being achieved with modern concrete. Yeah, this is concrete. Owner Dr. John Evans says, with concrete, we have a home that's friendly and livable as well as interesting. Yeah, till that thing crashes down on your head, John. Dr. John, sorry. Just kidding, it's awesome. It doesn't look like a home. It looks more like a lodge or like a business, but I'd live there. I mean, look at these windows. That's my dream, to have windows like that. There's far more living with living concrete. Oh, these floating steps. Oh gosh, I have like such a memory from childhood of steps like this and of whacking my shin on them, but I can't think of who had them. One of my friends or something had steps like this. Look at this. I love this. I love a botanical garden where you can like, walk through they always have those, what do they call them? The Asian gardens. They're like, bonsai, no. Ugh, anyway, like a Japanese garden where they have all the trees cut like bonsai trees. That's not the word. I'm screwing this up, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And then you can walk through like the water. It's like so beautiful. I love that so much. If I find the proper microphone, I will take you to, I don't know, every place I go, I'll find a garden like that and we'll walk around because they're like zen, they have the sound of water and the birds and it's so peaceful. You just get away from everything. What it costs to borrow on life insurance. Wow. Know these quick antidotes for poisoning. Okay. What? To be given. Okay. I'm going to read this to you, but don't necessarily use it because I have no idea if this works or not. Okay. This is from 1960. To be given immediately in case of suspected poisoning by an unknown substance, or in a place of non-available specific antidotes. I think that's the best use. Non-available. Okay. Finely crushed burnt toast, 2 tablespoons. Finely crushed burnt toast. Okay, so I have heard of, if you get like Tylenol poisoning or whatever, they give you charcoal because it like binds to it. So maybe that's they must mean really burnt toast. That's my guess. Okay. Very strong tea, 1 tablespoon. Well, I'd drink the whole cup. I mean, if we're doing it for poison. Milk of magnesia, 1 tablespoon. Mix in half a glass of water and give to patient. All right. If anybody knows anything about poisoning, are these actually good? It was finely crushed burnt toast, very strong tea, and milk of magnesia. Let me know if that actually works. I don't know. Oh, look at this. Oh, look. I love it. This is a Lane mid-century, but it's like a kind of darker wood, probably walnut. But I love this. See the bottom, how it's got the legs, and it has like a beautiful cut out on them. I love this. And then the way the door is sitting, not the door, but this upper part is kind of floating. I love this. Although the buffet that I have is a mid-century buffet, and I think I've decided to sell it because after having it for 10 years, I've just decided my dining room, I want more walking space. Like now that the kids are adults and everybody's getting bigger and bringing girlfriends. I just need more space in my dining room. So I think I'm going to, and I have built-in corner cabinets already that I hardly use. So I'm going to take all my china and stuff because I'm old enough that I still have china, which like nobody gets china anymore. But anyway, I'm going to take mine out. You know what? I think I have 3 sets of china. I'm going to get rid of at least 2 and keep not the one I got for my wedding, but this one I got that's from the 1950s. It's called Temporama. I'm going to keep my Temporama, get rid of all the other stuff. Well, keep my crystal too. And then put those in the corner cabinets and sell my. So even though I love it, I don't want it or need it. I just don't have room. My house isn't very big really. And I have too much stuff. And it's like you spend your life collecting stuff and then you hit 50 years old and you start going, I'm going to get rid of stuff. And I am now at the place where I'm like, anybody want this? Anybody want this? I'm getting rid. Anyway, new Hot Point smokeless built-in oven. I love the yellow color. Ugh. Why? Oh, look, and this one's like a mint green. Why don't they make appliances in pretty colors anymore? Like, seriously, why not? I would, if they made even just this color yellow, or a pink refrigerator, I'd buy that in a heartbeat. And other than that one brand, Smeg or whatever, they have colors, but they're very expensive. Like, can it cost that much more to just... Maybe what I should do is just take the refrigerator I have and spray paint it. I've thought about it, but I'm afraid it'll scratch off. Or look uneven, you know what I mean? I want it to look nice. I was going to say something. Oh, I was at, I think it was Home Depot. May have been Lowe's, but I think it was Home Depot. And there was this new style of refrigerator I'd never seen before that had like I guess it was glass front, and you could pick all these different colors. So that was sort of a step in the right direction, I thought, but it still felt too modern for like my space. But if somebody made just like a refrigerator painted buttery yellow or pink, I'd buy that. I mean, I don't know, maybe. My refrigerator is working fine, so I bought a, sorry to go on a little tangent here, but I bought a hood ornament for a, boy, I forget what it was now, but anyway, it looks like a eagle or something. I don't remember. Some kind of bird. I feel like I'd have to, it's been years. I bought it like 15 years ago. And my idea was to use this hood ornament to attach to my refrigerator as a handle because it doesn't have a handle. And I thought it would look badass. But after I bought it, I realized you'd have to like drill into the other side of the refrigerator somehow to attach it. And it was one of those projects that, you know, it's a great idea ish, and then you never do it. Now that ornament's just sitting there looking at me. Look, are you a good wife? The good wife insists on the best sleep for her better half with U.S. Koilon foam. Oh yeah, sure. He wants her to be an angel when she buys the bed, but then a devil later. As easy as 1, 2, 3. Suddenly, it's a new room. So yeah, they put in this drop ceiling and then this fake wood wall. So there you go. And she's standing on the top step of this step ladder where that I says, don't stand. but everybody does. Power rug shampooer, but a lot of rug shampooing going on. Locate tool storage near your garden. Yeah, that's kind of cool. He just built this little thing you can open up and hang all your tools in there, like your garden tools. An exciting new extra room just minutes away. Just pop your washables in the washer with RIT color will do the rest. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to dye stuff with RIT and it comes out like all uneven. It's hard to get it super even. I don't know. Serving counter plus firewood storage. Oh, serving. Okay. So she has an outdoor fireplace and she put this counter so she has all her wood here and she can love it. Love it. Wouldn't some room in your home sparkle anew with an easy cleaning, ever beautiful Ken tile vinyl floor? I mean, I have to admit, it looks kind of cool in this house. I don't know about having your living room with this vinyl flooring. Although I have just wood flooring in mine, I guess. I don't have a rug. I kind of got rid of all the rugs. Because of allergies for people. Alright, what else? New aluminum siding made only by Alcoa. Or as you Brits say, aluminium. Alamin. Then you guys put an I here, though, don't you? Aluminum. Aluminium. Aluminum. Maybe they just say aluminum. No, they definitely say aluminium. Okay, Brits, you're adding an I. Do you guys spell it different? I don't know. All right. Free pound of crackers from Lipton. Wow. Everything is cozy with cocoa. Amen to that. Love the cocoa. The pattern repeats from wall to gate. Yeah, that's cool. They have these like cement circle things for privacy, and then they repeated it with the metal on the gate. I like that. Ooh, I like that. Have you a chair this beautiful and this comfortable? I do not. I do not have a chair that I'm working on my living room's a work in progress. Ooh, I like these. What is this? Drip pits keep carport floor clean. That's probably better than the piece of cardboard I have to put under mine. In this attractive carport at the home of Mr. and Mrs. J. A. Bertha, 2 3x16-foot strips were left open in each parking spot with the exposed aggregate concrete slab was laid where this trough is filled with loose aggregate to keep stains off the carport floor. When the aggregate becomes discolored, simply rake it over or change it completely. Well, you'd have to know exactly where your car is dripping and park it so it's dripping perfectly on that, though, wouldn't you? I mean, I guess it's always going to be out of the front, near the front wheels, I suppose. You'd get oil or air conditioner, which is water, or I don't know, 1960, did they have automatic steering fluid in their cars? Might be a little early. Anyway, mine is currently dripping steering fluid. So, oh well. Look at this. Love it. Love this rug with the stripes. Fun, fun, fun. Love the art. Love the plant. Yep, that's fun. I bet a lot of people hate that look. I'm into that kind of look, but I know it's not for everybody. Yeah, I like it. Key gay rugs for your favorite paintings. Nothing livens a drab room, or in this case a hallway, more than brisk color styling. I love brisk color styling. We are currently painting our dining room, and I think we're going to go with like a coral, kind of pinkish coral color. for the bottom half, and then there's a chair rail. And then, I don't know, just like a creamy white. But it's going to be cute. Maybe I'll try to show you guys when I paint it. Your own indoor orange grove. I want this. I know my sister has I think it's a lemon tree or a lime tree in her house, and she's gotten like some lemons off it. I'm like, I want that. Orange trees get big. Safety light guides night owls. Don't you feel like these never are working whenever people have like these little lights? Like it seems like they never work right. Oh, wow. This does not look comfortable. It's like too deep. What are these pillows? Like what? My legs are too short. I could never sit at that. Yeah. As much as I love the other one, I don't like that one. Yeah. This little boy's room. It's fun. They each have their own little desk to work. Look, they made these out of felt cutouts. Spruce up plain walls with cut and paste design of colored felt. Wow. Oh, I like this. They like took an old barn or their garage and turned it into this cool little thing. An old barn becomes a new house. That's scary. Very scary. Look how scary. A trick for Dad, a treat for kids. Dad quickly carves wide eyes and toothy smile, and then knife work is done on this unique jack-o'-lantern. Then it's up to the kids using toothpicks and hairpins to fit him out with a carrot nose, green pepper ears, olive eyes, and bushy parsley brows. What? I've never heard of sticking stuff on it like that. For the funny faces, Mother contributes the popcorn and cereal balls. Halloween candy makes the rest easy. These are adorable. They used licorice and I don't know. Oh, those are those little corn, like candy corn, but they're like pumpkins for eyes. That's cute. It's kind of cute. New Dutch bulbs for American gardeners. I love tulips. They're so pretty. Pansies, tulips, more tulips, daffodils. I wanted to plant tons of daffodils. Well, I still could. At my dad's farm, but also in my yard because I just love it. Sometimes in February they'll pop up. I'm like, yeah. Signs of spring. I should do that. I should see if the harbor store has any left. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I like these chairs. It's very handsome. Good color plans include the spark of accent hues. Hey, I was saying I'm painting coral. That's kind of like what I'm doing, that color. Because my house is from 1957, 57, 54. I forget right now, but in the 50s. So. Keep old comfort. Use color, fabric for a fresh look. Does look pretty cozy. Ooh, the original chicken a la king. Tell me everything. What are we doing? Starts with sliced mushroom, green pepper bits, cooked gently in butter. Yum. While cooking, blend flour into butter and add cream. Okay. So you do the mushrooms, the green peppers with butter. Cook those up a little bit. Add some flour. they don't say to, but I would cook that a little bit to cook the flour a little bit so it browns it slightly. Add the cream. Now you've got like a thick cream sauce. While cooking your cream sauce, stir constantly till thick and satin smooth. Add chicken in big pieces the way the chef did for Mr. King. I guess we had to read this. From the Brighton Beach Hotel. Okay. All right, so now we have chicken with mushrooms and peppers and a cream sauce. Egg yolks give the delicate consistency and richness that lift cream chicken into a la kingdom. Blend yolks, paprika, and butter. Okay. Season chicken with onion juice. Onion juice. Used to buy bottles, I think, that had onion juice you could use in cocktails, but I guess I would just put some onion in here. Lemon juice, cooking sherry. I feel like cooking sherry is an ingredient that's kind of fallen by the wayside, and I feel like in the 70s it was in a lot of dishes. At least my mom used to have a lot of dishes. We had a lot of cooking sherry in food. It's good. When bubbling, blend in yolk mixture. Okay, at once take from heat and add pimentos. Oh, that looks pretty tasty. And then what are they? They're serving it with like a toast corner or something, but it almost looks like something in it. I can't tell. Okay. Roast veal, chicken bird rosemary, chive broiled tomatoes, braised celery hearts, roast leg of lamb, and super herb bread. I don't see any herbs at all on that bread. It says it's fragrant with sage, celery seed, and nutmeg. Well, I gotta think about that. Sage, celery seed, and nutmeg. Huh. You guys know I love nutmeg. That bread looks like plain old white bread. I don't know. Okay. Ooh, I could eat that right now. Yummy. Chicken thigh, chicken drumstick, mashed taters, which look like they need some more butter, and green beans. Yummy. This is for, oh, I thought it said for children, but no, it says for chicken. Ooh, a threesome of fabulous desserts. Look, this one has like chocolate chips in it. Okay. Yeah, look. Chocolate fleck cake. Kraft miniature marshmallows. Overrated. I can live without a marshmallow. Wrigley's spearmint gum. Why are they showing pancakes? Are they putting gum in food? What? What is this? Hold up. This is an emergency. We gotta look at this up close. What is going on? Americans love to eat pancakes, and so easy to fix. Especially good served for dessert with a spoonful of ice cream. And a bit of orange marmalade. Okay. You hardly need a recipe. Stir up pancake batter with vanilla. For each serving, arrange 6 pancakes on a plate with orange marmalade and vanilla ice cream. I have no idea what this has to do with the Wrigley spearmint gum. Family pack, so convenient for family shoppers. It has nothing to do with it. Okay. Well, it's good, because if they'd put gum in the pancakes, I would have been a little skeezed out by that. Here's the chicken a la king. If anybody wants to make it, I'll let you screenshot it. Let me see if I can get it for you. There you go. You can try it and report back. Oh, it's continued on next page. Yeah, somebody make it and tell us what you think. Here's the next page. Screenshot that. I actually do that, so I'm not. Good true gravy in cans. Franco-American chicken gravy. Gravy's so easy to make. There's no reason to buy it. fresh mint sauce. Herb cookery. Okay, look at all are these peaches? Yes, look what you can do with hot cling peaches and chicken. That sounds kind of yummy to me. I like, one time this older woman, I went to have dinner at her house with a group, and she, for Christmas Eve, I think it was, made chicken breast with cherries, like Michigan cherries, like whole cherries. And it was savory and sweet. Not like really sweet, just slightly sweet. You know what I mean? They were tart cherries probably. But I thought it was delicious. I like really enjoyed it. And it was funny because when we left, the people I was with, they were all like, oh my God, I suffered through it. And I forced myself to eat it because she was looking. And I was like, what? I thought it was so good. So I think some people like sweet with chicken and some don't. So be careful with that. Fried chicken with cling come on. Fried chicken and cling peaches. Like, I think if you made a spicy fried chicken with cling peaches, that's almost like, you know how people put like maple syrup on fried chicken. I think that'd be good. Chicken of the sea, tuna. People made fun of, what's her face? Not Britney Spears, the other blonde. Sorry. I was a little the wrong age for these people, but anyway, she's the one who thought chicken of the sea was chicken, and people like tore that girl apart. And I was like, if you don't eat canned meat, why wouldn't you assume chicken of the sea? I mean, I know it says of the sea, but come on. Give the girl a break. I can't think of her name right now. It'll come to me. Hurry up rolls made with Bisquick and Fleischmann's yeast. Yummy. Okay. Ooh, green beans in Napoli. Huh. What do we have? Butter, breadcrumbs, paprika, parmesan, green beans, olive oil, and garlic. Yeah, sounds good. Pot roast, the best. This looks like a dry pot roast to me. It doesn't look like super yummy. Spiced beef with biscuit dumplings. I mean, I like the dumpling idea. Look, they have it set up so you can put it in your binder. What do they say? 3 to 4 pound beef arm. Tomatoes, vinegar, water, garlic, 6 whole cloves. Like cloves, not garlic, but cloves. Okay. Pickling spice, salt, pepper. I don't know why I went, just pickling spice. It's probably just, dill, and I don't even know. That didn't. What is this? Pot roast Norway. What makes it Norway? Beef, tomato sauce, water, onion soup mix, caraway seeds, and a bay leaf. Okay, Norway. Ooh, this one looks good. Mushroom pot roast. Beef, onion, water, ketchup, sherry, garlic, mustard, marjoram, rosemary, thyme, bay leaf, and sliced mushrooms. But they're doing a can of mushrooms. I would not do that. Frosted cashew drops, lemon ginger cookies. Yum. Cinnamon crisps. Yum. Polynesian beef. I don't know about that. Oh, look, French dressing. I used to love. There used to be at every restaurant, your choices of salad dressing were golden Italian, French, or Catalina, which were kind of different names for the same thing, kind of, and Thousand Island or Russian, which were kind of the same thing, and blue cheese. Those were your choices. And then ranch came out, and that was like the most popular dressing, and I think it put the nail in the coffin of French dressing. But that used to be my favorite, was Catalina or French. I bought some as an adult just to try it, nostalgically, and it's very sweet. It was so sweet. I was like, oh, I don't think so. Anyway, I used to always get either golden Italian or French. Be really refreshed around the clock with Coca-Cola. What are they serving? Look at this. It looks like some kind of deviled ham with cucumbers on some kind of bread with green olives and black olives and cottage cheese, maybe. I don't know. Very interesting. Long boy cheeseburger. I love it. Oh, what? Long boy cheeseburger made with Kellogg's cornflakes. Tell me everything. Preheat oven to moderate temperature. Mix into portable ground beef, salt, pepper, Worcestershire sauce. That's probably not how you say that. It's how my family writes it. Worcestershire sauce. Anyway, chili sauce or ketchup, onions, cornflake crumbs, and evaporated milk. Okay. Somebody want to try that and report back? I think that might actually be good. What's the evaporated milk? Just keeping it super moist. And then you make them into almost like a sausage. You put them on the bread and then slice them so you're not eating the whole thing. And then you eat a piece. I feel like you could make it into like a meatloaf. Oh, and then they put the cheese on top. I don't know. It might be good. I don't know. I feel like I want to try it. Royal mustard sauce. Kraft style mustard, Worcestershire sauce. I think I just said Worcestershire sauce. Salad dressing, milk, and salt. What's the mustard? Oh, it's a Kraft salad style mustard. So it was like a Miracle Whip that had mustard in it. Is that what that was? Okay, whatever. Baked spare rib aloha. I feel like my mom used to make something like this. Like back in the days when my mom would make ribs. And if you listen, Mom, this isn't a slight on your cooking, but the sauce, I think it was probably Old Pit or something, but it would be bright red like this, you know, and really sweet. Ugh. And the meat was like fatty. I hated that kind of stuff. That's, for the most part, when I was a kid, I was vegetarian. I mean, not vegetarian. I'd eat steak and I'd eat chicken, but I wouldn't eat like ground beef or hamburger or anything with fat. I didn't like. What is this? Medium sharp cheddar cheese by Borden. Oh, yeah, Borden with the cow. Pick a college. I wonder if they talk about the costs. Let's see. How not to pick a college haphazardly. I don't know. All right, what's this? Flint Coat Fashion Floors. Ooh, a great new cake from Betty Crocker. That frosting looks yummo. It's like not like a buttercream. It's like a divinity or something. What do you call that? It's like white and glossy and fluffy. Yummy. My mom used to make for my birthdays in December before Christmas. And so she'd make a chocolate cake with frosting. I think it was called Divinity. And you had to do it like on the stove top and whip it. And then frost the cake all like fluffy. And then crush candy canes and put it over. Oh, it's so yummy. So yummy. And she did that while also working full time and going to get her doctorate. So that's pretty cool. 1961 Frigidaire somersault washing action bays deep dirt out without beating it. I think I just read that sentence all wrong, but whatever. So it gently washes. And look at the color. Why can't I have this? I want this. I love pink. It's funny because, never mind. I was going to say I wasn't into pink as a kid, but I actually painted my bedroom hot pink. So maybe I've always been into pink. I take it back. But like now, because I have all guys around me, like my whole world is men. And I love men. I love them. I love men. But I kind of like to have pink all around to make me feel like I got some of that in my life. I don't eat lamb. I don't know. I just can't. I know I eat other meat. I know. You know what? It isn't, first of all, it is that I don't want to eat a lamb, but also when I have had it because it was served to me and I was like, well, I didn't like it. I don't know. So I don't know, whatever. A bill of rights and wrongs for babysitting. Oh. Boy, I had some bad babysitting experiences when I was young. Maybe someday I'll do a video on that. Some weird stuff. What parents have the right to expect? Dependability, love of children. I mean, you're just there to watch them. You don't have to love. Knowledge of her, knowledge of her job, level-headedness. What the babysitter has the right to expect. Advance notice, necessary information, privileges, friendly accounting, protection. Lastly, a sitter has the right to expect that she will be escorted or driven to her door, and you will make certain she is safely inside her home before you depart. Yeah. I always thought the worst part was nobody ever told you how much you were going to get paid. Like, and it was like rude to ask or something. I always hated that. I'm like, are you going to pay me $2 or $2.50 an hour? And like, there was the one family, they were doctors, and they would pay like $3 an hour. Anyway. Oh yeah, I could do a whole video, I think, on babysitting experience. Yeah, I'd have to think about it for a minute. Ooh, I like this couch. I want a new couch. And I want it to look like just classic like this. Oh, this is a hide bed. I don't need that. I have plenty of beds. You can make 400 delicious desserts with the new dessert cookbook by the editors of Better Homes and Garden. Huh. I have a lot of these old vintage Better Homes and Garden books, but I don't think I have this dessert one. I don't think. The gold on your trees. Grind leaves with mulching attachment on power mower. Leaves are chewed into fine bits, hurled over the grass as inconspicuous mulch and potential food. That's what I do with my. I used to rake them all, and then I was like, why am I doing this? So now I just mow them in. I like I don't know, sometimes every couple of days once it's really fall, I just go out there and I mow them and I mow them and I mow them. And I know some people like that could be too much leaf, mulch. But it seems to be really good. My grass does pretty well, and I never put anything on my grass. No fertilizer, no food. I just mulch it. Toss leaves into a compost pile. Yeah, sometimes if I have like a glut of leaves that I can't mow, I'll scoop them up, and I have kind of a area where I just put all leaf mulch, because that's good for insects too, I think. Handyman how to. A lock washer key. Here's an easy-made lock washer to use when bolting wood together. With a hacksaw, make 2 cuts opposite each other in an ordinary washer. Bend one side of the cut up, put it on the bolt, and run the nut down. We'll have to go over those kind of things sometime on a video. Lock washers and stuff. A good hooker. A beverage opener is the perfect tool to use when screwing in hooks. Used as shown, it gives you the extra leverage you need and saves your fingers. I'm having trouble seeing what we're doing here. What kind of hook is this? Looks straight. I'm missing something, but okay. Here's the gouge. That beverage can opener comes into use again when patching plaster or drywall. Use the pointed end to enlarge and undercut the crack in the plaster. Okay. Work the point alternately along both sides of the crack until enough is gouged out to give the patching plaster a good foothold. Okay. They're saying to take, like this is on drywall, to take like the paper, rough it up so you can push the plaster in there. I think that's what they're showing. Out of whole cloth, small brads and tacks are easier to handle when you dump them out on a small piece of rough cloth. The brads are easier to pick up, they won't scatter, and when you finish with them, it's a simple matter to pick up the corners of the cloth and dump them back into the box. I actually do that. Handyman, how to solve oil problems. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. Oil hard to reach parts by using an ordinary drinking straw as a long funnel. That is a pretty good idea, actually. You can easily guide the oil to spots that can't be reached otherwise. With a little practice, you'll be able to lift your finger just enough to deposit one drop of oil at a time. That's pretty good. So you put the straw in the oil and you put your finger on it so it hangs onto it. And then you can drip it. Okay. Beware broken bulbs. Oh, that's the worst. A broken off light bulb in a socket can be tricky and dangerous to deal with. Yeah. The next time this problem comes up, make sure the current is off, then press a bar of soap against the jagged edges of the bulb base and unscrew. Huh. Okay. Quick as a shot, locate holes for dowel joints with accuracy and ease by using BBs and cellophane tape as shown. Okay, you have to have your BBs. Lay out the hole position in one board, tape the BBs in place, lay the boards on a flat surface and tap together. Get the holes for dowel joints with accuracy. Okay, I don't know. Dot your eyes. The eyes on your fishing rod will be easier to align if you put a dot of paint on each side of the joint. Then you can put the rod together, lining up the dots, and you won't have to do the sight through your eyes. Okay, yeah, pretty good idea. I don't know if, because I always fished with my uncle, I feel like he had that, so I don't know if it was on the rod or if he did it. I'll have to ask him sometime. Know your evergreens. Pines, junipers, fir, hemlock, spruce, yew. A guide for roaming Swanee River country in Florida. Centennial tour of the Civil War. Ooh. There's Nashville, Tennessee, Chattanooga, Knoxville. I did family research for my husband's side of the family, and they were from an area kind of here in Tennessee. Sort of, this map isn't. Okay, well, let's say right around here. And it's interesting with Tennessee because a lot of Tennesseans, I believe so, were Union, and then some were Confederate. So it was sort of like this mix-up in that area. And his family his like great grandpappy went to join up with the Union. So he was on his way there. And a group called the, what is it? The Bushwhackers? No, not, yeah, wait, is that right? Bushwhackers? Anyway, they were like guys who kind of went off on their own. Well, they killed him on his way, and they chopped off his arms and poked out his eyes and left him on a hillside. It's terrible. Anyway, and the only reason I found out about it is I was trying to find the family history, and I found out about it. So it was a really interesting story. I was like up all night going, oh my God, look at this story. It's so crazy. Family history is fun if you ever, get a chance to do that. It is fun. Yeah. Gettysburg, Fredericksburg. Been there, done that. It's just, this is where my sister went to college in Fredericksburg. So I've been there quite a bit. Full House Power. Civil War Tour. Chattanooga. Been there. Vicksburg. Been there. Shiloh. Been there. Ceramic. Oh, wow. Look at this ceramic tile. Look what they did. They went out from all these posts in like a circle, and then there's like a fountain. Ooh, that's fancy. That's so fancy. This is a home's entrance. Wow. Can you imagine? Inside and outside the home, ceramic tile surfaces give busy homemakers much less work and much more beauty permanently. Wow. That's pretty cool. What's happening here? Georgia Pacific family proof paneling. Real wood that even fun can't hurt. I have real wood paneling on a wall in my basement. And when I first moved in, I was like, we're going to have to paint it or something, But it's funny because now that I've lived here for a while, I really like it. It's real wood and it has knots. It's like pine or something. It looks really cool. So now I've changed my whole attitude about it. $25,000 pick of the pages sweepstakes. Wow. Star flash your floors. An open sesame to nature without any of her sass. Okay. Sassy, that's sassy nature. Oh my God, these flowers. They smell so good. Hyacinth. Ugh. I would try to grow those, but they just never seem to grow in my garden. I don't know if the deer eat them or what. Shopping by mail. Oh yeah, like party props that strut their stuff. I have this turkey. I will show them to you at Thanksgiving time. I have them. Western style checkers. Oh, funny. Ooh, look how much fun she's having with her washer dryer. Is this a washer dryer like literally combination? Wow. It washes, it dries, it's a space saver. That's pretty cool if it works. I mean, she's so in love with it. I don't know what's making, she's got a ghost pulling her skirt up over here. The man next door. Are these supposed to be funny? These are never funny. They always have these things. I'm like, what? Living it up is a quick way to build a reputation that you may be long in living down. Yeah, okay, but who cares? Peggy. Wait, what's this one? Go soak your head, said Judy to one of her 10-year-old friends who did not seem to be enjoying the party, and come up with an apple in your mouth. Okay. There seems to be an unusually large assortment of heads on the scene these days. Egg, meat, fat, hot, sore, and swell, among others. Okay. Elaine Cohen has been explaining that when she said her next husband will be her last husband, she did not mean her first husband. Okay. It is almost impossible to tell the difference between a politician with convictions but no courage, and one with no convictions but still no courage. The trouble with television programs people watch, the producers would have us believe, is the people who watch television programs. Wait, the trouble with the television programs people watch, the producers would have us believe, is the people who watch television programs. That's like impression of reality TV, right? It may well be that our yearning to conquer space is merely the old itch to say goodbye to our mistakes and go away to get a new start. Yeah, okay. Martin Daly claims the only reason he is not a celebrity is because people do not know who he is. That's kind of funny. Well, it costs just as much to tow a small car as it did the big one. Oh. The wife came home and said, well, it costs just as much to tow a small car as it did the big one. Because, women are bad drivers. Dole pineapple juice gives you natural vitamin C. Ugh, yummy. I don't know about this canned pineapple juice, but in Hawaii, there is some good pineapple juice. But I think Dole did a number on Hawaii, if I remember correctly. So that's a whole different story.